And have a good time, Miss Kira. Are we live?
Yes,
we
are
live.
live.
All right.
Not
Can't
yet,
wait
though.
for this. Hot out today.
We're live now.
We are. That's spectacular. Morning, everybody, on a beautiful, hot, and sunny day, coming to you live from high atop the 48th floor, overlooking the sizzling, hot, beautiful hashtag Miss Kira.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the
I
weather.
know you were. But it is hot outside, so everybody in the Midwest.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. And
Yeah.
to my right is the dapper Uncle Randy.
Absolutely.
Dapper.
And we went shopping today, and fortunately at this resale shop, we found somebody had turned our shirts back in. We bought them for $1 each. But anyway, we are the Distillery Channel.
Distillery Channel.
And this is the second episode of Coffee with
Miss Kira.
Miss Kira. Yeah. So that is Miss Kira.
I'm Miss Kira.
To my left, and as you look at it, it's to your right. But we are really joyously happy because if you go take a look at the distillerychannel.com, you'll find a big, brand new, beautiful website that young Miss Kira put together. And but it's a compilation of years of work, a lot of videos from across the country, Miss Kira.
Yes.
How many hundreds of thousands of miles have we traveled?
You mean so far this year?
No, the past 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 years. It's got to be.
You probably have logged over a million, probably 5 million.
No, I don't think it's that many. Let's just keep it.
Mine's 10,000 already this year.
Well, that's just a year. But over the past years, I've been around the world at least once, but in the past 4 or 5 years, doing a lot of research into what we're doing with the Distillery Channel, and now with what is called craft coffee, Miss Kira.
Yep.
And
craft coffee.
Anyway, Miss Kira has been a barista a couple times over in her life in the past. Has a lot of significant knowledge. But the coolest part about Miss Kira is the interviews we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Of course.
I know it.
Of course.
I know
They're not the typical interviews.
Yeah, that's right. So
it depends on who we're talking to. It could be an athlete. It could be a destination. It could be a different sports athlete. It could be a spa. It could be an arena.
It could be anybody.
It could be anything and anybody.
Yeah, even on our happy hour show on Wednesday, if you tune in there, we have a couple golf experts, teachers, but also guys that are just very, very involved. One is Art Strickland, the president of the Gulf Texas Writers Association, and the golf doctor down in Florida who does a lot of philanthropic work. But also down there, when it comes to doing an interview, you've also done several with Dina Garcia.
I did. She's a very interesting lady. I can't wait to learn more about supplements and vitamins.
Yeah,
that was super interesting.
Wasn't that interesting?
Yes.
Yeah, last week's show, Dina is a registered dietitian nutritionist, and really cool. Tim Bona, our other co-host on the Wednesday night show, has been all over the world in the world of golf and travel writing, and he knows people around the world.
He's really excited about. He's really into products like this.
Yeah.
He's all about rum.
But anyway, to just introduce you to what we're doing, Miss Kira and I are going to be traveling around the United States, making a lot of phone calls and interviews. She's going to be talking to a lot of people about their particular products.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place you want to go first? I know where it is.
Well, I would like to go Key West.
But
besides Key West, I would love to go back to Europe.
Yeah.
I have only been to France once, and I don't remember much of it because I was 14.
Well, what supports this activity is the Distillery Channel, in coordination with our Minister of the Roast.
Yes.
Now, you'd like to know his name? I'm not even sure I know it at this point in time.
He rides a donkey.
Yeah, and it
Up
was
and down.
reaffirmed yesterday there are certain areas of his world that we are not even allowed into to know what's going on, but he goes out and researches, and for the past 10 years, the best of the best world coffee beans. Yeah. And we saw an office area that he was working in yesterday where they probably had 70 to 100 brand new world-class coffee beans that he is working with, as we were told, 2 of the 3 top coffee roasters in the world. And they're defining these particular products. So anyway, at the Distillery Channel, Miss Kira, we delicately wrap.
Yes, we delicately wrap.
What kind of products?
moonshine, we got rum, we got whiskey, bourbon, wines, brandy.
Right.
It's everything.
Yeah.
We got liqueurs.
They do.
We do.
We take a lot of time. The minister of roast takes a lot of time.
Yep.
When we send down the products from our Distillery Channel platform.
Yes.
And the platform is consistent of the small craft owners across the country, and the people that have sent us product to delicately wrap into our very, very wonderful beans stretch all the way from Key West to all the way to California.
Yep.
And all the way from New York all the way to Arizona.
Yep.
And Minnesota, Michigan, you name it. I would think there's only about 6 states we haven't had products sent, but we've passed a couple of years, and particularly in the last 8 months, have taken a lot of these products.
Yes.
And they're wonderful.
Yep.
Nothing other than wonderful.
I don't think I've had a bad product yet.
Well, the thing is, when we send out, we have the owners send in their products that they want delicately wrapped into these great coffee beans. We then take that product and send them to the minister of the roast, and he does a lot of investigation. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months, sometimes we can get it done once he figures it out. If somebody needs a reorder within a couple weeks. So it's pretty cool.
I have a question. What do they get if they move forward with coffee?
If people get in the product?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what Ms. Kira is asking is that this particular video could be the consumer that wants to drink our coffee, because we are the Distillery Channel. And if you go to our new site, you'll see that we've worked with all the state leaders
Distillery Channel
to get their stories and interview the state leaders across the country. And we ask permission to talk with their individual members of their states, which we have over the past couple of years. So we try to provide them a great magazine that's coming out in August. It'll be called the Distillery Channel Journal.
Yep.
And while it'll focus on coffee, it's also going to be focusing on what else, Miss Kira?
Travel, some golf, whatever you want to make of it. It can be with Dina and her registration. I can't.
She's a
registered dietitianist. Could be anything you want.
Yeah.
It just depends. It
It's
could
gonna
be
be-
about dogs.
It's going to be a fun magazine because it's about where people live and lead their life. And what we want to do is do some historical things in this upcoming magazine. One of the products that we have that's had a lot of research and in our family evolved from basically back in the 1850s, going back to my great-great-grandparents and the German ethic of cooking, is that we have a specialty coffee, which I hope you all take a look at and order, called Foy Estate Coffee.
Yes.
And in the background behind Miss Kira's head is Nevin Foy. You'll see his story and Genevieve Foy on our website. And
there.
yeah, and that's my grandmother and grandfather, and very dear to me. But they taught me, my grandfather did particularly, how to drink coffee at the age of 5, and my great grandmother reinforced that history going back in the 1850s. So it's firsthand what you're going to hear. We also have a story coming up about Cafe de Foy.
Yes.
And what's that, Miss Kira?
It's where the French Revolution happened.
Started.
Started. It's not happened. Started.
Back in the that time, I think it was 1670 or somewhere in there, coffee houses were where people gathered like they do today in Starbucks or wherever, Carib, cafe places. And they get passionate about what they're talking about. Anyway, history is in the Cafe de Foy.
Yes.
The gentleman in there stood on a table and said, "Hey, I'm sick of this. Let's start the French Revolution." Maybe they were over coffeed. I don't know what the deal was. But we were digging that story out, and our great travel writer Lawrence Foy is digging out that if we were really related to them. We don't know, but the name is the same. So we're going to find that out. It's going to be a great story.
Yeah.
In the world of coffee,
how
passionate can we let them know how great our coffee is, Miss Kira?
You have to try it, because I usually like cream with my coffee, and I don't use cream with my coffee anymore.
No. One of the things that has come about, just to inform you, is that there have been waves of coffee history. And the wave of coffee history, basically, the first wave was people acknowledging the coffee was great, and it went from just being grown and individually some things done, basically put into cans. Are you okay? What happened?
No, I just cricked my neck. Oh, that hurts.
You need a cup of coffee, Miss Kira.
I know, or I need a drink. Sorry. That was not.
Well, you get to see it live.
I'm sorry. Oh,
You okay?
I'm good.
All right.
I'll be fine.
The tension and stress. Anyway, you need a cup of coffee.
Or I need a drink.
Yeah, one way or another, we
Two.
can accommodate that. And by the way, when we roast the beans, there is no alcohol
Right.
when we're done. The alcohol roasts out. What you're getting is the actual essence and flavors of these great rums and
Yeah.
products. But first wave of coffee was back in the early 1900s. They put Folgers and Maxwell House put it in a can. And about the second wave was in the 1970s when Starbucks and the coffee shops came about. The third wave basically has been since about the year 2002.
Yeah.
And that was, people said, coffee's great. I really like it. I'll pay some more money if I can sit and deal into what kind of beans they are.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference, doesn't it?
It definitely makes a difference if you know all of the background information on that coffee.
Yep, the essence, or what they call notes, comes out. We're going to get into that in our next episode.
Yes.
But then the fourth wave is that we've taken it one step further because of being the Distillery Channel and having these. Not saying that there aren't other people that are trying to, roast great things into coffee beans, but what we did is that we had the opportunity with all our great platform members to send us these products, and basically we are going to be part of, and certainly that segment of, called the fourth wave of craft coffee, because that's what we're doing and developing. So anyway, Miss Carrie, we probably overtalked again, but if they tune in the next time.
Well, we should tell them what they get if they become a coffee partner quick.
What do they get?
They get social media assistance. They get a full page ad in their magazine.
Right.
They get a split screen interview, and they get to be a part of the Happy Hour Lifestyle Show.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday afternoon/evening.
Yeah, so if you have a great place, if you're a consumer and you have a great small craft owner of a distillery, brewery, or winery, and you go in there and you say, hey, what's about the deal with this coffee? If they're not part of our program, tell them to look us up and send it in, because we give everything free. Free advertising, free help, social media, with their websites. We want to get their story out, and they'll get to learn about that more.
You can always email Rob on the road about if they want him to stop by. It's rob@thedistillerychannel.com. That is Rob, R-O-B, @thedistillerychannel.com.
And Rob is always traveling, and if it's your story as a consumer or your story as a small craft owner, just let Rob know if he's in the area. I'm sure he's wonderful to work with. He has a lot of fun, very passionate. Anyway, tune in next time. We're going to talk about the benefits of drinking coffee.
Ooh.
Health benefits. Might have Dina Garcia on. Maybe a good fit.
That'd be...
But they found out yesterday, just was released, this is a tease, that coffee does not cause cancer.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the reason why Phil lost so much weight is because he kept on drinking coffee?
He did. She was talking about Phil Mickelson at the British Open, or the Open they call it now. He decided that he's been playing golf so poorly, he went into basically a retreat and a 6-day fast where he ate nothing other than drinking coffee with some special ingredients. So we're going to try to figure out what those ingredients were.
Yeah.
But coffee can make a difference, and it keeps you healthy. And we know that if you drink a cup or two of coffee a day and a glass or two of red wine, it's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually have coffee that embraces the delicate flavors
of red wine
into some of the world's best coffee beans.
Yes.
Those are spectacular.
Spectacular. #spectacular happens.
That is cool. How'd you do that?
Magic.
It
Magic.
does. That's it, Miss Kara. Anyway, for the beautiful Miss Kara.
And the dapper Uncle Randy, you guys stay hydrated.
All right. Cheers.
I don't have a drink. Cheers. Cheers, Randy.